Kia ora and welcome to the Peterson Odyssey. I'm Megan. This week's video we are going to be tackling installing windows into our 2021 crafter. We thought it was a great idea to do this process ourselves. We made some sense of the Max Air fans last week, so why not? Let's give it a crack. We're going to take you through all of the parts of our journey. We're going to show you the process that we go through, the materials we use, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we end up with some windows that are going to stay inside the van. If you are new to our channel, welcome. It's great to have you with us, and if you've been here for a while, please make sure that you've hit the subscribe. It's just down there in the right corner. Just give it a wee tap and make sure you turn on the notifications. We post videos every week chronicling our van build here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, and without further ado, let's get started with these windows. Alright, first job with the windows is templating. So I've got my little Sharpie pen, and just over here I'm going to make a template. This is to make sure that we've got the right dimensions so that when we cut the hole in the side of the van, that we're only getting this underneath part. Alright, so I flipped the window back over, and it's kind of, it looks okay around here and less okay up here. Alright, so in theory this opening should be 21 centimeters by, I can't find my tape measure, 70 centimeters. So let's have a squiz. I knew it was off. Okay, so I've lined it up and I'm just going to try again. Right, flip. Any better? Okay, so I'm here in the van. First go on the power tools. What I'm going to do now is cut out the supports over here and on the side so that we can install the rear windows. My goal is to try and get this as tidy as possible and then come in with more of that rust-proof paint and get it tidied up. So let's cut into it. Safety first.
Watch out when it gives away, okay?
Yeah. Are you just watching me butcher the van and being like, oh my god?
No, YouTubers.
Is it beautiful? No. Is it okay? Looks off.
Welcome back, and we're on to our next step of doing our windows in our van.
So on the first day you saw me take out the all the internal supports with the multi-tool, and I've painted it all up so it's got rust-proof paint. It is not a work of beauty, but that's fine. And now we're going to move on to installing our custom-made windows from Lutek. We've got to have a plan of attack, and this one is ours. I was thinking we want the window about there, so my guess is that this all looks like it's at 1260 from the bottom of the van floor, and it's my eyes thrown off because this angle, the window's parallel with this angle, and I think it's straight, but I can't tell.
It looks so, it's left side down.
This is so hard. Just when we were getting really stuck, Darryl had a genius idea. You see those little hexagonal dots just underneath the window? We can measure from them, and best of all, they are straight.
I think we should use this ruler and just rule from maybe the centre middle point. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. That's a figment of imagination.
Oh, it feels pretty even. We've got to use something. Once we had that figured out, everything else was pretty straightforward. We measured 40 centimetres up from that line and used it as a guide to make sure that we could place the bottom of the window template on it and then draw around it. So my step here is I'm going to drill a couple of holes in. We've measured everything up, ruled out the lines where we need it to go. That was an absolute mission because nothing is level and these lines here are such a distraction. So the next goal is to drill a couple of holes, just random holes, so that when we put the template on the other side we know exactly where to place it so we get the alignment just as we want. I just poke right through this?
Yeah.
Whoa! I just broke a drill bit. This is our third or fourth broken drill bit. Clearly these drill bits don't want to be going through metal.
So what we're going to do now, we're going to grab this template, take it off, and now match these holes up that we've just drilled through, match them up on the other side. That's why we've got also inside on here, so that we know that this side will be now
Against the vein.
We won't read this. Yeah.
And Darryl's going to throw a couple of small nails through, which I'll just tape in from this side, just so we get the alignment just perfect. Listen to those birds. Oh! 3 more holes in the van. There we go. 1, 2, 3. So these are the 3 wee pins, little wee nails that we have. So we're just going to put these in the hole. Hopefully they fit. I'll just tape that. So just so you can see on the outside of the van, sorry it's a bit white and glary, that's those 3 nails sticking out, ready to go. So I've been thinking, Darryl, you see these spikes?
Yeah.
How can we just leave them and we just use them like Mad Max style van and just deck the whole thing out? I don't know if I've shown you this, but this is our Lutek window. It's inspired by C.R. Lawrence windows. For those of you familiar, it has a mesh covering, so we can open that up where we need. It's quite hard to do one-handed. And then over here it has a sliding window. We've decided to keep this look the same because we've got 2 windows, so it matches whatever the direction of the slide of the front window, and it's just got this little edge. So essentially this is where the sealant goes around here, and then this part sits inside the van with the van itself right here. So not much wiggle room.
Alright, so we've got these pins that have come out of our drills.
Mad Max pins.
Sorry, Megan's Mad Max pins. And what I'm going to do is just match them up to the template where we've drilled through, and then we have where this needs to go.
We're really getting through these. Woohoo! Okay, next step. Do it on the inside.
What you mean here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is this cool little drill bit Darryl got called a step drill, step bit.
Step drill, yeah.
Step something. Makes circles, holes, conical shapes.
Starting here and making my way around this way.
I think so, and then I'll do the bottom.
So I'm just going to mask a bit here just to, when all this starts to separate, I want it to stay together just so it'll be easier for when it all does come apart.
Okay, tips for
just hold it straight and just, I guess the lucky thing is you're going straight now, so you just keep on running on. Oh yeah, biggest tip, keep the blade on full. There we go, cut all the way through.
Good teamwork.
Now hopefully the window fits right.
I'm holding it in, but I don't know if it will hold. Hello! Oh, that's breezy. Also make the back of the van a bit nicer. It's a bit too... hang on. Push it up.
Okay, so it looks like
Just a little bit here.
on the sides, like that.
It's just here, Darryl, on the... This side's fully in.
Yeah.
This is in.
Yeah, so maybe it looks like it's just the...
There's just a piece here almost.
Yeah.
Done. Hey, do you want to give me a file? I am covered in filings, but the next step is to file the inside of the window hole that we've made, just to make sure we got rid of any rough edges and especially all the filings. And then once we've done that, next step is cleaning it up and then rust paint. Okay, so for a couple of newbies, rookies, we think we did a pretty good job.
What do you think? Comments, of course, would be appreciated, but be generous.
We do have 3 other windows to do, so actually quite seriously, if there are comments of things that you think we could do to get the technique a bit sharper, we're totally open to those as well. Right, so this one time I caulked around our bathroom, so now Darryl thinks I'm somewhat good at it. I don't know if I am or not, but I'm going to take this Bostik MS sealant, which is the one recommended to us by the guy who manufactured our windows, and just put a couple of beads around, both around the inside part of the window and then where it joins on. So come, I'll show you what I'm going to do. There are no screws. But this is what holds our window onto the van. So I want to be generous, but on the other hand I don't want everything looping out the side. I did not just marry this man for his beauty, but for his brains. First off, look at my iced cake. Beautiful. But it's just started to rain. Look what this genius has done. Is that the right way?
Yep. So this is our first time putting a window in. Kind of crazy, we'd just spend thousands of dollars and doing it by ourselves, but yeah.
Not thousands of dollars on the windows,
no.
Just on the van.
Yeah, everything.
Windows weren't so much. and I'm a bit nervous about the messiness on the outside of the van, you know. Good morning. It's a beautiful Saturday morning here. We have the van window in. We taped it up last night as you saw, and then just let it seal, kind of cure last night. Darryl, what's the plan for today?
We're just going to do the outside seal of the window that Megan just showed you guys, and then after we've done that we're going to get onto the second rear window.
And if we have time, the third window at the front.
Yeah,
who knows?
It's a bigger one.
There's rain coming, we'll just have to see. Just like piping a cake, hey Darryl? Which you clearly love doing.
When you get to these middle bits, it's
The wet cloth with the soapy water. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it so much better with the fake German accent too.
Oh, fake? Come on. But when we showed on our Facebook group we're on, you know, the progress that Darryl made on the roof with the Maxi fans, lots of people said to get a really neat edge, use dish soap, so, you know, dishwashing detergent and water just to tidy up the edge. And if I look at these edges, they're looking pretty good. I think that's really blurry, but, or is it? Oh, a little bit. We're just going to let this start to form a skin, so it takes about half an hour, so we'll probably come and peel the tape off in 10 or 15 minutes. Okay, so I thought I'd just give you an update on what we've been doing today. We have, Darryl has cut the second rear window out, and we've just covered it with a little bit of rust-proof paint. I don't know if you can see that there. And so it's just drying. We've just stopped for lunch. But we went through exactly the same process that we did with that window over there. We've finished this window. Darryl did a lot of tidying up just to get it exactly right. While Darryl was busy tidying, I was in here with the multi-tool, essentially hacking away, trying to get these struts removed, but I'm really struggling, unlike the ones at the back, to actually get them off. So what I've been doing instead is been over where we were working, and I've been cutting out a template for the rear window, for the front window. I had made one, but the cardboard was a bit bendy, so it didn't really, I wasn't convinced we were going to get exactly the right shape. So this has been my morning's masterpiece. It's nearly finished, but I'm hoping to rope someone in to help me.
Yeah, I was going to say, it does take a little bit of time, but I think if you want an accurate way to cut a template, this is pretty much the next best thing.
Yep. So my basic template Darryl is now finishing off with a, I don't know the right word, a soaring technique. Ta-da! High five.
Right, so I'm just going to take this masking off now, and this is pretty much the final reveal for the windows.
So the skies have opened, and it's now onto jobs that we can do inside the van. So I'm back tackling these structural supports. I just had such a nightmare getting this one out. I don't know if you can see all of this dust, but that is the adhesive that I literally had to use the multi-tool essentially to grind it off. So it's a good thing we're cutting this window out, because my god, it looks awful on the other side. Just with a good Auckland summer, we've got thunder and lightning coming soon, so a lovely storm that's hopefully going to roll through and then roll out by tomorrow, so we can get onto this window. Done. There we have it. One window fully installed. Now it's going to need light touch up and then 24 hours to cure. So we're not going anywhere for a while in the van, just to let everything settle. Okay, so it's day 4 of the van build. It's windy. We've got our moon shade up for a bit of protection. And why do we need that protection?
We're going to cut a hole into this.
Wish us luck. Rather than taking you through the big window install step by step, we're just going to give you the highlights reel. You can see that essentially we've taken through the same stages that we used in the smaller rear windows. We templated, we drilled the little pilot holes and put the nails through, put the template back up and traced it around this side. Darryl then went to work screwing in the pilot holes and then used the jigsaw to go around and cut that window out. Because the panel was so big, we did have to tape a lot along the way because it was starting to vibrate and we didn't want it to fall out or warp in any way. Once Darryl cut the final window out, we removed the panel, cleaned up the edges with the file, applied the rust-proof tape and gave everything a good clean. Then we got round to installing the window itself. This was a bit of a mission just because the window sat out just a little bit from the edge of the van.
Well, that's about it. Third window in. It was the whole process, I guess, was a whole education.
This one was hardest in some ways because it's so big.
Yeah.
And then because it stuck out from the top of the van, we had to get quite creative with how we did the final sealing. So
Yeah, just since the vans have a curve on them and the windows are straight, yeah, you just got that little bit on the bottoms and the tops where it separates from the panel.
So we hope you've enjoyed today's video. We've learnt a lot. We've got 3 windows done. We do have 1 more to go, so if you've got tips or things that you think could help us just get that one a little bit sharper, make us a little bit more efficient, please let us just know in the comments, or you can connect with us on Instagram as well. Ooh.
Join us next week and we will make a start on the floors.
So if you're enjoying coming along with the Peterson Odyssey, be sure to hit the subscribe, give this video a like. We have lots more videos to come, and we're...
And also comment as well.
Yeah,
we like a little bit of feedback. Constructive.
Hit that subscribe, give this video a like, and we'll see you along next week.
Thanks.
See ya.